Yo, it's the level of competition for me. Two battlers locked in a verbal annihilation, a dog fight. You bring in the bars, you bring in the wordplay, the attributes that make the battle grand. It's the breakdown, baby. Get your bars up. Fuck with us one night a week. Salute.
I got ARP on.
Hey, what's going on? What's good, y'all? Chilling. What's up with y'all?
What's good?
Chilling. What's going on with you? Same shit, different day. Y'all gotta pardon if y'all hear any background noise for like the next 5 minutes, only because I'm walking to the whip right now.
That's quite all right. We all got a little interference in the background. It's early, so
Yeah.
people got live.
Yeah, I got y'all. Yeah, I'm walking through the streets right now, so I know a bunch of cars to drive around, but it's all good. I got y'all. What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's a good word?
What's the word with you? Now, see, the last time you was on here, we talked about this, ARP. You could have told us this is what you was doing. You could have told us. You could have said hints that this is what you would be doing.
Dead serious. Shout out to all the fans and the bloggers, because I'm seeing a lot of people really fucking with the card, and I don't even think that we anticipated that much love for this card. I mean, I think sometimes we get so stuck in saying that, you know what, we just doing what we enjoy, you know, the RBE way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like what we've always been about. We remained within our identity, our personality. So a writer's card like that, it's just typical RBE shit. So we figured, you know, let's launch a new series, and, you know, eventually we'll get people to really enjoy that type of series. But off rip, people's like, they're bugging over it. Like, we didn't expect that type of feedback. So salute to everybody fucking with the card.
This is ARP. C3 and K Profit?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, C3, y'all know C3, you know, she's that's the homie number one. Always fucked with her as a battler, as well as, you know, getting her on RBE as well. So she's been on RBE before. Sometimes we just lose touch with people that we fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's doing what they doing. C3's doing what she's doing. We doing what we doing. And then she came through to what was the event? Was it the last one? Blood, Sweat, and Tears 5. Yeah. And that's when, you know, Clean Paper hopped into the battle and started sending shots at her and shit. And, you know, us being around each other, you know, we just got a chance to kick it after the event, have a quick conversation. Like, yo, we ain't get her on in a while. Like, we got to get some work in. As far as K Profit, like, me and K Profit been talking for, like, a year and a half. And, you know, sometimes it's just, like, timing. Right. And I think this was a good timing. You know, a nice little matchup, get them together in a small room and see how that shit unfolds.
See, this battle, me and Ja Hollins, we just went back and forth about this battle. I had to troll her on Facebook the other day because this, like, Prophet is so underrated to me. And I don't think a lot of people paid attention to her last battle with Rain. Her and Rain put on a crazy match, and you didn't get that. It really didn't get a whole lot of credit. So to have her now on Rare Breed, that's like insane. That's absolutely insane. And then to have her with such a caliber of a battle like ARP, this is damn near classic material right here. Man,
and that right there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad, like, even that battle, you know, we have respect for every match on the card, but you even fucking with that one heavy, so I appreciate it. And the thing with K-Pop, you say that it didn't get the credit that it deserved, but one thing about Rare Breed Entertainment, this has been obvious over the years, is we don't follow trends. We set them. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't necessarily wonder about the current pulse, who's hot, who's not. You know what I'm saying? If your talent is there, you know, we've shown that over the years. Like, that's who we want to work with, period. I don't give a fuck if the fans got you in the gutter or the fans never heard of you or they haven't put you on they top of the list in a long time. You know, you go back to my best battles of 2017 blog. You know, I always drop that blog at the end of the year. It's my biggest blog every year. And I had Rain versus K Profit in it. You know what I'm saying? So over here, ain't nobody. Yeah, that's in there. It's the biggest blog from an edit, me having to put it together and all that I do every year. It's like it's probably the biggest year recap blogs that drop because mine be having like so many battles. Like everybody will do like a top 10. My shit was, I think, top 50 battles of 2015.
I know I watched one of them. That was the end of the year. We spoke about that, but I don't even remember you having Rain in them in that. I know I wrote them
Rain and K Profit was in there, and I think it was actually K Profit's ball, even though Rain did her thing too. Of course, shout out to Rain. I think it was K Profit's bars that we highlighted in that blog. But the whole point that I'm making is like, you know, people, you might say that, that battle or K Profit doesn't get the she does over here. You know, we see talent regardless. I don't care how big you are, small you are. Talent is talent, and that's why we was able to get her in this battle right here and on this new series and on this card. Right, is Volume 1. I mean,
absolutely.
Hey, shit with us.
Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
Have you ever thought about doing an all ladies type card?
No. We haven't, and I don't think that we ever. Damn. At the same time, I don't want to say never say never. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't think that we're interested in something like that right now. I mean, that right there would kind of feel like it's almost crossing into a lane that we've never started as. You know what I'm saying? The way that we started was a mix. When I'm just talking about gender now, was a mix. You're always going to see the guys. You're always going to see the ladies. We've tried to keep the ladies booked on every single card from our first card all the way until now. You know what I'm saying? So to do an entire female card, that's something that wasn't on our radar then, and I don't think that the fans would be looking for that from RBE, to be honest.
We'll see, and we might, if we have time, we're going to get to that because I like the question that Josh just asked, and we'll kind of bring that back up in another forum because, we'll come back to that. But I want to focus on the card because, like you said, it's not even, I don't want to just highlight, I want to go over all the battles because as you said, that was just that one was like, God damn, ARP, you know what, like you could throw us a bone. I'll leave that alone. I'll leave it alone. Anyway.
Appreciate it.
Now,
I got to say something. Part in the background, I live near the beach and stuff, so it's going to be a little windy. But I'm going to say this. Y'all don't understand that battle rap needed this card.
Really?
Like, well, if you really look at the climate of battle rap, we're going from the microwave era back into the right now. Like, people love New Jersey Twerk. So, New Jersey Twerk is a writer. So, this card is pushing it even more back towards the writer. So, now we're going to really get rappers. Now, y'all really don't understand what are y'all doing to the culture with this card. And, Wink, we need to punch big
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. But we've actually set out on certain ventures, and because you know we're not huge, we are extremely significant. You know what I mean? The weight that comes from RBE, and I could give y'all a million examples if we get into that type of shit. But we are extremely significant. But we're not huge in the space of YouTube. I know what real YouTube is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking battle rap at this point. So I have no problem taking a series like Writers Volume 1 and you know, the Dean, the RBE, Chaka, Lawrence, everybody pushing something like this into battle rap, you know, and seeing the fans further accept shit like this. Even though I think they definitely fuck with writers now, but we've done this before. I mean, our biggest impact to me in the game has come from the Blood, Sweat, and Tears series. You know, and over time, you'll see it becomes fucketeer. You'll see the game change. You'll see it's not about top tier versus top tier. People don't care. People will mix and match anything now. You know, we've seen cards, same concept, over multiple leagues that are basically Blood, Sweat, and Tears, but just a different title. And I enjoy it because seeing something like just change the way that the culture is moving and how the climate is, I mean, that's impactful. That's when you look across the timeline of battle rap across the multiple eras, and when you get to the timeline that involves RBE, you say, okay, I see what they did. And Writers is our next venture. You know, but you're still going to see all the other shit. I would love if I could hold off doing another Blood, Sweat, and Tears until Adi Boom gets home, so we can knock out Adi Boom versus Old Red. That'll put a battle like that on that card.
Yes.
I want to get back to starting 5, totally judge card, team versus team. You're not seeing shit like that done anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So the personality of RBE is the writer shit. This is just the type of shit that we do. Like we go left a lot.
And this is definitely. Go ahead, John.
I think I'm looking at the card right now. I'm looking at the first 3 matchups. Like, this could arguably be the battle of the card of the year as of right now.
Wow!
Like Born and Be Magic.
Not to cut y'all off, but you want to know what I appreciate about a comment like that? Is what I appreciate about a comment like that is that you got a lot of people out there that don't care about status or popularity. You know, they just care about a good battle. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And a good battle can come from any league. Any league. I say it all the time. You could go to, I think it was We Go Hard that had Chess versus Brooklyn Carter. One of the best battles of that year.
Right.
You could go over to the West and see a Danny Myers versus B Dot. You know what I'm saying? You could go to RBE and see a Craig Lamar versus JC. I'm talking like 2016 shit. You could go to URL and see Ill Will versus Rum Nitty. You could go to Bullpen and see Loso versus XL. These are all 2016 battles that I'm saying right now. You know what I'm saying? And the fan that appreciates a good battle first and foremost, that's a real fan of battle rap. So even though you could have, you know, a card that has huge battles on it, profile-wise, popularity-wise, and everything, but to say that, you know, the writer's card going down and a validation small room could be card of the year, that's the type of shit that I like to hear coming from media and fans, because that just shows that the walls just continue to come down. They just continue to come down, and all we care about is the content and substance and quality. So keep pushing that. Keep pushing that.
ARP, and not for nothing, Ja is the worst, like, critic. She is diehard battle rap fan. She's always at your event.
Definitely.
Yeah, she is definitely, if she don't like something, she's going to tell you. So to hear that, it was just like, wow, okay.
Yeah, appreciate that. And I look at it like this, too. Humbly, not to cut off my back, but humbly speaking, even if it's not the card of the year, you know what I'm saying, I'm happy with just bar for bar having a card that stands out. Because when you put this many talented pens on the same card, you know, it's inevitable. You're going to get 2 or 3 classics. So I hope at minimum 2. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy with that. I'm up with that.
Even if it's not card of the year, you got 2 potential battles of the year with Magic and Vaughn. And Big Cannon and Danger. Like, if Big Cannon and Danger go the way I think it's going to go, you got Battle of the Year.
We already got, now this I will claim. I will claim, humbly, as humble as I be, but I will claim this. There is no top in RBE as far as block-on-block battles. You know what I'm saying? It just isn't a block-on-block that's left. You know, we got the Daylight and Oops. We got the Chiller versus Danny. We got the Cannon versus JC. And now we got the Cannon versus Danger going down. So, you know, and Block, you know, the Block is arguably the best group and collective of pens that battle rap has seen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that given the personality of RBE, we have the top block-on-block battles. You know what I mean? So this is another one, and there's definitely high expectations of Big Cannon and Danger Zone facing off. And I think those 2 guys know that. They know. They know what they're both capable of, and they know what RBE and the fans and the media and the bloggers, they know what everybody's expecting when you see 2 guys like that in front of each other. We already know that they're cool, but on RBE it doesn't matter. You know, our biggest battle is from 2 people that were friends. You know, our biggest battle. It's two people that was friends. Daylight and Oops hugged each other after the battle because they're fucking brothers. You know what I'm saying? But they gave us a classic.
Oh my
you know what I'm saying?
yes.
And these are all these people are friends. I told y'all before, a grudge match is great, but it's not necessarily needed. It's not necessarily needed.
Yeah.
Show me who's better. That's what I care about. Just show me who's better.
The art of competition, absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. Just show me who's better. That's it.
Now, let me ask this, because the only battle that I felt like, okay, and that's no diss to him, but
I think I know what you're going to say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's going to be Loso and Jay Murder, and I fuck with Jay Murder.
Get your bars off so I can run with this. Go ahead.
Okay. So
get your bars off.
That's the only one, and I had nothing bad to say. That was just the only one I was like, writer though. I don't think that's the best attribute for him.
It's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Now, I'm not blind. I see that feedback. That's the only feedback of a quote-unquote writer that I've seen in the comments and that people have been tweeting me.
Yep.
It's about my homie Jay Murder. This is what I'll say. And I definitely want to go here. Jay Murder's career over time and his perception of the type of battler that he is has been moving more and more into a, let's say, like maybe a bully.
Yeah.
Or an aggression rapper. You know what I'm saying? That has been his image. That is his delivery. That's his performance on that stage. That has been a lot of his content. You know what I'm saying? So, deservingly so. He's getting pushed into that arena. And I've said this even before we booked this battle. I said we got to get people like Murder and Show Off out of quote-unquote bully looks. Now, when we book these battles, we know why we're booking them. We're booking them for quality rounds. You know, when we put a title on Liquid Soul, Math Hoffa versus Show Off the bully battle, I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers getting into on the stage. It's a theme. It's a theme of their styles and their image. I care about who's got the better 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But Jay Murder, his perception has moved away from his pen. Now, I want to say this. Jay Murder coming from the faculty, right? That whole group of battlers, which consists of people like Show Off, which consists of people like Prez Mafia, they have a style that they kind of brought into the game called, hiding their bars. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really concealing your bars. There's battles that's on our channel where RBE says, Prez taught me to conceal my bars. Like, you got to do your homework. It's there for everybody. That's how they came out of the spitters and then moved into the trap. It was their style. And then that whole PG step wave, that Murder kind of started as well. People kind of give credit to Murder, Steams, and Brooklyn Carter. This is all history. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that style, though, still had the concealing of the bars and some of the wordplay and the word breakdown. Now, they've all grown out of that, all of them. You don't see them really doing too much of that over-word breakdown but the concealing of their bars, Murder does that a lot still. I just think that the overall image that he carries is an aggressive battler and a bully battler, right?
So that's
this is an opportunity for him.
That's more perceived than the actual writing part. Okay, that's fair.
Exactly. Now, this is an opportunity for him. Now, he's his own man. He could come to that battle however he chooses. You know what I'm saying? But this is an opportunity for him to get in there with somebody that people respect as a lyricist and a person that really, really plays with words and has a pen, and show that he has a pen as well. It's an opportunity for Jay Murder because we believe that he has that type of pen. We've seen it in his battle versus Mr. Mills. You know what I'm saying? In the JC battle, like, I got to keep it real about Jay Murder's track record on RBE. You know what I'm saying? In the JC battle, especially in the room, a lot of people had Murder beating JC. People saw that 15 Minutes of Fame live stream when Swave threw the mic and shit because, the judges went 2-1 and they, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying who won or who lost. I'm just saying that he stood in front of one of the best pens in the game, barred out with him, and a lot of people had Murder winning that battle. Even if you go look at the footage right now and look in the comments of that video. You know what I'm saying? And then with Daylight, I think around that time, he was moving more into a different space at times that we were perceiving opposed to just pen. I want to see him go back to the Mills battle. That's what I want to see Murder do.
That was a fire battle.
Him go back to that.
Was a fire battle.
I want to see him go back because remember, Mills is respected as a writer. He's on the card, right?
Yes, he is. Yes,
but a lot of people think that Murder beat Mills in that battle. And if he beat Mills in that battle, it's not because he bullied him or he was over aggressive. It's because he out-rapped him.
Okay, so why wouldn't you book?
Remember, when you see Murder versus Loso, I see that a lot of people. I think they're just saying, "Oh, RBE, you throwing your man a bone." What I just broke down to you is nothing about a bone. I just broke down a bunch of history and connected dots. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still keeping it real enough to say that now it's on Murder to show. It's on him. It's on him now.
Well, and then when you put it that way, too, not for nothing, like you said, doing your homework. Now, outside of that, because of the theme, like you said, just because of the theme, that's what made me think about that. But like I said, I fucks with him and his music and everything. The boy can rap. Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
So when I initially, outside of that, my next thought was, okay, well, you know what? This will be a hell of a rap battle because they going to rap their asses off. And it's going to come down to who's going to out-rap who is the way I looked at it. So not for nothing. That was a loaded question because I know how y'all move. It was a theory to that, and like you said, I
you could tell from my answer that it wasn't just you know what I'm saying. Like there's a lot to that makes sense, and I understand that people still disagree, and I want people to agree and disagree. That agreeing and disagreeing is now that type of weight gets put on Murder. He's the battler. He's the artist.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We create neutral grounds. Murder is an RBE shooter, but we create neutral grounds. We have 100% respect for Loso. He's coming into a neutral situation. We're going to make sure that he enjoys himself when he's out in New York. You know what I'm saying? Take care, knock his flight out, his hotel, come hang out with all of us in New York, step on that stage, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, we fuck with Loso. Obviously, we fuck with Murder, but I want to see who's going to win. Who's going to be the better man that night, period.
But why wouldn't you book O-Red versus J Murder?
Say that again?
Why wouldn't you book O-Red versus J Murder?
O-Red versus J Murder is what fans is going to perceive as a grudge match. You know what I'm saying? The only reason people ever brought up Murder versus O-Red to RBE is because people saw footage of them going back and forth at the trap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why. People want to see a supposed grudge. You know what I mean? If we ever booked that battle, we wouldn't promote it like that. I wouldn't give a fuck about the fact that they had a disagreement, you know what I'm saying, last year. I mean, like, whatever. But I see people saying, Red should be on the writer's card. I like that, too.
Definitely.
I like that, too. But there's a reason why we put Volume 1 on it. You know what I'm saying? If I told y'all some of the people that we spoke to for this card, and there was a bunch of stuff that scheduling wise couldn't work out, the card is still crazy. But y'all have no clue of what else was going on. Like, there's just so much that you go in and out with when you putting a card together. And there's just so many options that's left on the table for Volume 2 already. So. Oh,
okay. Well, John has a question, but I'm gonna come back to that because that was what I was gonna ask too about Volume 2.
Yeah. We'll get. But let me say this before we get to Volume 2, because the card that's coming after Writers Volume 1 is, I guess the percentage should be like 85% booked. We're gonna put there's one more battle that we're going to add on it. Everything else is booked for the card after. And this card, September 2nd, right, is Volume 1, is in our small room where we do validation, where you've seen battles like JC versus Craig Lamar. We purposely put this in the small room to get that hit out of the battles. So that's what's going down September 2nd. The card that's like 80% booked after that is back in Drum. And that shit is disgusting. That shit is disgusting. That's what I expect people to go crazy over. Like the way that people's feeling about writers, I'm humbled, but I expect that type of reaction when we drop the next card. So the next card is not going to be after Writers Volume 1. The card that's coming after that is not Writers Volume 2. The date is locked. The venue is locked. the main event, the co-main event, the battle out there, that's all. I can't put the date out there too early. Put the date out there.
God damn it.
I've never lied to the media. I've never lied to the bloggers. I've never lied on the channel. I promise you that date, the venue, it's all locked away. These contracts of these battles, when I say 80%, they're all paid for and contracted. Okay. I can't wait to see that card coming after.
So can you give us a name?
We cannot get too far ahead. Say that again?
Can you give us a name who turned down Volume 1 of the writers?
Nobody turned down Volume 1. And that's not to sound big or nothing. The people that we spoke to for Volume 1 that's not on Volume 1, it was either a scheduling situation or, you know what, I'll give y'all a name. A-Ward is somebody that I wanted on Volume 1. A-Ward is somebody that I wanted on Volume 1. I wanted to do A-Ward versus Bourne. Come to find out that they're friends.
Stay in the same group.
And I don't give a fuck about people being friends.
Right.
My whole thing is, once again, who is better. But they have a thing about that. So while that was kind of bouncing around, B Magic came in, and it was like, all right, well, B Magic wants to battle Bourne. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? That battle's been in the wind for years. Like, what's up? And then Bourne signed on for that. You know what I mean? So I definitely want A-Ward on Volume 2. Shout out to A-Ward. But that's one of like 4 people that just situations like that happened on Volume 1, just like random shit, and we couldn't get them on Volume 1.
Someone brought up 2 names you should bring in. Someone say you should bring in Mickey for Volume 2 and Ty Law.
Who?
Mickey Fax and Ty Law.
Mickey Fax. I was talking to Mickey Fax for JC on this card.
Oh,
yeah, but Mickey Fax to tell you, me and Mickey Fax was talking on shit. We was joking around there. I'm like, yo, you gotta take JC on this card. Let me tell you something about Mickey. Mickey has wanted to battle Daylight for like the last 2 years. He kind of wanted that to be his last battle. That battle almost happened on RBE, but 100% shout out to King of the Dot for picking that battle up and doing that battle. But I knew about that battle in the making for a long time now. And Mickey has been telling me behind the scenes for a long time that he wants Daylight, and I could co-sign that. It's not easy to get Mickey to take battles that he doesn't want because he's really into the music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was really, really pressing him for JC, and he was like, I got this Daylight, but and then as the card kept getting booked, before one of us said, you know what, fuck it, it was already too late. Like, it was just a walk-away situation. But me and Mickey was definitely bouncing that back and forth. So you're just bringing up people that just happen to almost be on the card. So that's why I said I don't want to talk too much because Volume 2 will happen when it happens.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not happening after Volume 1. So
what about
we're just working, man. We're just having fun.
Now, B Magic, that's what I want to get back to.
Shout out my man, B
Magic.
I know what you're gonna ask, and unfortunately, this is gonna fly fast. Go ahead.
No. This is. I thought he was done. Let's just put it like that. His last joint was not the greatest, and then of course all the controversy or whatever. Yeah. I mean, how invested is this? I would hope that he's very invested because I don't want him to get on this small stage with Bourne.
He just battled a couple days ago.
Who he battled?
He battled E. Farrell.
It might have been E. Farrell, I think. E. Farrell, I think the first time they were supposed to clash, something happened and the battle didn't go down. And B Magic kept his word and he made the battle up, I think, the other day.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, shout out. Magic Ben told me about that because I was talking to him. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, I spoke to him multiple times throughout this retirement shit.
Okay.
And the whole let me talk about this whole what's going to happen with B Magic, come September 2nd with Bourne. Now, number one, I don't know about anything regards to B Magic having a horrible showing on Rare Breed Entertainment. He's been here twice. Once versus Money Bags and once versus Fireboy. All right, or Sai, he changed his name like that. But he has a good standing on RBE. He's 100 with me. You know what I'm saying? Business wise and as far as him showing up and handling what he got to handle on the stage. Now, there's this thing about retirement and battlers, and I think people hear retirement and they just assume that it's because of one thing. People retire for many different reasons. For example, look at Math, right? I fuck with Math heavy, but Math has retired or semi-fell back multiple times, if you ask me, because of the response of certain situations. Mm-hmm. It just puts battlers in a situation where it's like, you know what, I gotta get away from this shit for a second.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How many fans were trying to retire Math after he battled Show Off? I've seen a million tweets. He's done. That's it. That's over. He retired Math. That's it. No more. What we do to these battlers, especially if they take a bad loss or if they have an off night or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? B Magic, I think, is a little similar. You know what I mean? Like when he got to his Iron Solomon battle, he had a great performance. He had a great performance.
That's true.
He had a great performance. After that, he had one or two performances mixed in there that was
Mm-hmm.
Then he had some controversy around another situation that was like
Right.
And I personally think, and this is not coming from B Magic, I just personally think that when you give in, how much the fans will rip at you, no matter how much work you put in. You know what I'm saying? It'll make a motherfucker just go, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm done. I ain't fucking with it no more. But then you got somebody like me that has a totally different energy with battlers. They all know me. I'm a very, very positive and cool person, and the energy that I carry with them. You know what I'm saying? Like B Magic called me like last week. He had an issue with a different battler, right? And he called me venting. And I could have instigated it, or I don't got nothing to do with that situation. But I told him, I said, nah, I don't think that man meant it like that. Boom, 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 boom. And B Magic told me on the phone, he's like, you know what, hey, you was a cool ass nigga. You're not a drama seeker. You like to see people do good. You like to see, you know what I mean? Like my energy is different. So when I get on the phone with B Magic, and it's like, yo, what are we doing? Like I don't give a fuck about one or two bad battles if you got 100 good ones.
That's bad.
You know what I'm saying? And if you got a full, I don't have to have Magic on this card. I'm not trying to juice him up to get born. It's more so like, yo, when you ready, because I know you got the talent. When you ready, holla at me. So then that call comes back, whatever weeks later or a month later. Like, you know what, man, let's do it. Cool, let's go. You and Born. You know what I'm saying? It's like I try my best to put the battlers in a productive. I say I because I'm on the phone, but the whole RB team, all of us. You know what I'm saying? We try our best to put them in a productive situation. You know what I'm saying? And really, really respect them as the battlers that they are. The respect that we carry for them and how we treat them. We're able to sometimes get people back that maybe shouldn't have left in the first place. Well, excited. I see a lot. I don't see any negative. I expected some negativity, to be honest, to keep it 100. I don't see negativity. I see, yo, B motherfucking Magic is back. Yo, better show up. Yo, we've been wanting to see who's a better punch out of you and Born. Yo, you better do it. I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's been in the making for a long while. Born been wanting Magic for a very long time.
So I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see that he left on a bad note, but he's coming back on a good note, and we're involved in that. I'm glad to see that.
Let me put you on the spot real quick, ARP.
Say that again?
I said I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. When you look at the card,
there's no such thing. There is no such thing. But go ahead.
When you look at the card that you put together, is there a particular favorite that you have out of the entire card that you're looking forward to seeing the most, kind of?
Nah. Because there's a lot of variants.
No favorite battle?
Nah. Honestly, there isn't.
Really?
Only because. No, I'm dead serious. I don't have one favorite on that card because I think it's such a good mixing of. It's not like you got a bunch of grudge matches like, yo, this grudge match has been going longer and deeper than that one. It's just a mix up of a bunch of fucking writers. Like, you could almost rearrange that card, and it would still feel the same. I think fans would react the same. Like, we could have did, like, let's say if it was QP or Craig and Danger, or, you know what I'm saying? We could mix around a lot of that, and I think it would have still been similar. I think Magic and Born is makes the most sense as far as what people expect. Everything else was just, we're going to take a good writer on this side, a good writer on that side, and put them in front of each other. So because of all those variables, I really don't have a favorite.
All right, so let me ask you this. Since we talk, how y'all doing? This is our Brother Greg. You know what I'm saying? Salute to ARP. How you doing, brother?
Salute, homie. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Oh, no doubt. I got a question for you. So we're not considering B Magic a flight risk at this point in time right now. We got to be honest about this, because when we talk about Magic, when we talk about Magic, we talk about the nostalgia Magic for real. What was the last big battle that B Magic had? And this is not me coming at this next, but this is me actually speaking from the perspective that you will be speaking from, in my opinion. Because right now he has power with people in New York. This will be the next time he came to New York after he already, how would you want to explain it, basically ran off on the plug. So
so let me say, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I'm asking if Magic is a flight risk. So first and foremost, let me say this. Running off on a plug or no-show, it can happen to anybody. Any league. Rare Breed Entertainment, URL, King of the Dot, we've all had no-shows. All of us. Some more significant than others, unfortunately. I don't think that the game deserves any no-shows. People should work out their differences and do their best to make it all work for the best of the business and the best of the battles and the fans. Let me say that loud and clear first. As far as Magic, once again, track record is, I can't go on the track record of business dealings outside of RBE, especially when that's a personal situation that doesn't involve us. And when I say doesn't involve us, I mean there's things about that situation. Like, for example, if you ask B Magic, yo, who's right and wrong in this situation? B Magic's going to give you reasons why he says he's right. You know, you ask the other side, yo, who's right and wrong? They're going to give you reasons why they're right. You know what I mean? I'm not involved in any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I hear about some of the details that I'm like, okay, I could understand this piece and that piece. I disagree with that. My dealings with B Magic, not once but twice, has been 100%. 100%. And if B Magic happened to, you know, mess up our relationship, then we just couldn't rock. But right now, me and B Magic always had a great relationship. Even before Rare Breed Entertainment started, B Magic was one of the first battlers that took to me, just moving around as a blogger. I bump into him in his own city. Yo, what's up, boy? Yo, and we shout each other out or whatever. In St. Louis. Like, if I go to Triumph over Demise card and shit, the shit that had, like, Mass and Hitman. Like, I was right there on stage. Like, B Magic saw me, like, well, like, I remember all this shit being around here. I watched some of these guys change and some of these guys be the same. B Magic has always been cool towards me. And when we finally got him on RBE, it was the same respect between us, not once but twice. And, of course, we're having certain conversations. You think I don't know about his situations out there? True. You don't think behind the scenes me and Magic is having these conversations?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, like, so we're having these conversations.
I agree with you on. As far as league owners for real, you're probably one of the most down to earth. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, if you want to talk politics, you can talk politics. But if you just want to keep it 100, you do keep it 100. And I think the relationship that you have with a lot of battlers.
Absolutely. They like for whatever reason, didn't make it to a big battle that was on URL, right? That battle is none of my business, right? That battle is none of my business. That situation is none of my business. But that same night, me and Daylight was on the phone, and just hollering at each other. You know what I'm saying? Keeping certain accords and like, yo, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Chopping it up. But I'm not minding other people's business, but I have certain relationships with people that, you know, we put in check.
Right. And I'm assuming because of those relationships, at the end of the day, there's like AJ just said, there's a certain respect. Not that other people don't get respect. There's a certain respect that they come at you with anyway.
And you're talking about quote unquote no shows or flight risks or whatever, right? How about we get off that? Like, as far as respect between Rare Breed Entertainment and the battlers that we shared, just look at the battles.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the battles.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
No. I'm not even talking shit. Like you don't see check collecting at Rare Breed Entertainment.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? People do respect your platform for real, because like you brought up Daylight, for instance. Daylight never had a bad battle on Rare Breed. He never had a bad battle. So
yeah, but this is what I'm saying, and this is the respect that we have between each other. Like I know I won't get into no interviews and air out other people's business, but there's been situations that y'all got all public And I know some of the real reasons behind that, and I'm like, okay, I understand it. But that some of that shit just never goes out to the public.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my relationships that I keep with the battlers is 100% respectful. Like I got 100% respect for them. You know what I mean? Like the way that we go about rocking with each other. I mean, it's man shit. It's grown man shit and woman shit. So the same way we respect people, we expect that respect coming back. And, you know, luckily, you know, our record shows that. You see that in the quality of the battles. Some of the biggest battle rappers have come over here and had great performances. You know, there's the super top tiers. You don't think I've had conversations with – you don't think I've had a conversation with Sue Surf about RBE battles? You don't think I had a conversation with Hitman, Hollow the Dawn, Disaster? I feel like the only people that I haven't spoken to is Lux and Mook.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand perception is reality, unfortunately, but let's just all understand that the way that we go about our business over here, it bleeds through in the footage, and that's why y'all have been seeing the quality, and that's because we respect these guys that work with us, and we do our best by them. Period. We do our best by them.
I mean, you know these questions are going to come, bro, because at the end of the day, the reason why that you got into the business and sitting right now and putting on good battles was you was a fan first, correct? We all was fans. We all are still fans.
Absolutely. That's the best way.
Yeah,
that's the best way.
Right. But so these questions are always going to come across the table. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be disappointed anymore. I wanted to see B-Magic battle. You know what I mean? And it's not a slight towards him. You know,
like you could even see it in my blogs. Like I don't do the controversy or none of that stuff. Like I'm analytical with battle rap. You'd be surprised how many top tiers call me for advice and want me to hear their rounds. You'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? I'm extremely analytical of this culture that I love. You know what I'm saying? So you know that about me. You know that I'm upstanding every bar you say. You know that we up there putting full stock in your potential. Like how do you get up there? How do you get paid for somebody that has that much respect for what you do and not, you know, bring a certain amount of, you know, energy to your rounds or you know what I mean? Like they know. Like we're not here for check collecting either. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, then we would have left in 2014 or 2015 because we damn sure ain't make any money the first 2 years we was here. We didn't make any money 2014, 2015. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, so let me ask you this, and this you don't have to throw anybody under the bus, but do you think that when you see other battlers that go on other leagues and they, let's say for instance, no show or they come there and they don't give their overall performance, do you think that it's a disconnect between the league owners that do that battle and the battler? Because, like you said, everybody comes with their A game 100%, put on classy battles when they come under your stage. But when you see another battler doing it from another platform, do you see it's a disconnect between the league owner and the battler?
It's not just that. It's a lot of different things. There's so many different situations. I mean, like there could be a disconnect. Somebody might not have got their money. Somebody may have had a promise that wasn't fulfilled. Somebody might have felt like they got done wrong. There's all types of shit that happens in this game, man. That's another reason why it's not easy. And that's why we all have our ups and downs. All of us. Nobody is exempt. I don't ever want to come across like we can't have a bad battle or we can't go through no drama or no fuck shit can't happen to RBE. It can happen to all of us. Like, for example, writers, right? There's 14 battlers on there, right? You got 14 battlers. You got 3 cameramen. You got 2 league owners. You got 5 RBE partners. You got a DJ. You got a bartender. You got all this shit. It's not easy to keep all of that shit together without one thing going wrong. Right. I remember it was either an interview or a post. It might have been an interview or Organic. Everybody credits King of the Dot with being one of the best leagues, right? One of the top leagues, right? I remember Organic saying one of the reasons that they booked so many people for World Domination in that 2-day event where you get like 30, 40 battlers in the span of 2 days is because they even expect certain people to not make their battles or certain shit to happen.
They're covering their tracks.
That's coming from King of the Dot. That's a big-ass platform. You know what I'm saying? So you got so much shit that you pulling together every event. It's not easy to pull all this shit off without a hiccup. It's not easy. Behind the scenes, you don't know how much it is running around doing this, coordinating that. Yo, make sure this flight, does flight land, the hotel get booked in? Does this person not have a credit card to put down for incidentals to check into their room? And does this person have cab money to get to the venue? And are they late? Or get this person on, doors is open. Yo, battlers is late. Or this going on, DJ ain't here yet. Like, there's a million fucking things to go wrong. So not just with a battler to a league owner, it's not easy. So there could always be fallout. You know what I mean? The fans got to understand it's a hard job. There's a lot of different shit that goes wrong, man. Trust me.
Now, I want to get back to the battles because, as I said, we want to go to each battle. So, QP, Craig Lamar.
Yes, sir. QP
crazy.
versus thank you. QP versus Craig Lamar has kind of been in discussion for since JC versus Craig Lamar, and that was a 2016 battle. That battle happened right before the year was over last year, and I told Craig Lamar I wanted that to be his next opponent on RBE, and we have a history of that. You know, I try not to tell people about things that we're not gonna really aim to get done. You know, I told Heavy Half, a long time ago, I'm going to get you Swave. And it took me a while. It took me over a year when we eventually got him Swave. I told Mr. Mills, I'm going to get you JC. I see you called him out in a big cannon battle. It took me a while, but we got it done. Same thing with, this is 6-7 months later. It took a second, but I told you I was going to get you QP, and here you go. So that was in the making for a second, but that battle was in the making because Craig Lamar is somebody that I want to see really get opportunities to shine and show his personality, his performance, and his pen.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
but you're putting him against some straight killers for real. He left off of JC, which I ain't gonna lie, that battle last year probably was one of the best battles last year. Both of them came with. Then you saw him in front of Big Cannon. And now you gotta understand, and I don't want this to come off the wrong way, because I've answered this question before. I had fans hit me about this before. I don't want this to come off the wrong way. And let me say this first and foremost. Everybody, different shit works for different people. We don't do development if you are proven. For example, and once again, these ain't don't nobody take this the wrong way, man. I don't bother nobody. I'm not taking no shots at nobody. Trust me. I saw for the first time, Craig Lamar. I saw Craig Lamar versus Chef Trez, and it was one of the best battles of the year. I don't know about other people's eyes. I don't know about other people's ability to analyze a battler or talent. And when I saw that battle, I said, Craig Lamar got it.
He won that battle, in my opinion.
Either way, I said Craig Lamar winning. The point being,
we won. We won.
Exactly. But when you watch Craig Lamar, that was my first time ever seeing him, and I said he got it. So the very first time I called him to book him, it was versus one of the best pens in the world, JC. It wasn't about Craig Lamar. Let me test you first. And me not testing him gave us the best battle in the Validation series so far. That's the best battle to come out of the Validation series. We've done 5 of those cards already. That's the best Validation battle.
And not for nothing, I was so happy that you did that, because I know him not just from Sip Heat, but from Grind Time Atlanta. And I always said, like, he's fire.
People ask me, like, the 1SKs, like, is that a development process? Nah, it's an exposure process. It's an opportunity for us to see new faces. And if somebody does a 1SK one-rounder and has like a Chef Trez versus Craig Lamar type of performance, I'll book them versus whoever next if I can make the match happen. I don't care, top tier, it's fucking tier over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to develop talent that's already there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why. That's why. And QP, people call him God Pen. people say he originated a style that hundreds of battlers have used.
That doesn't mean he win battles, though. He could be God, but that doesn't mean that he win battles. Because the last time I seen QT battle, he lost.
I'm not saying that he won his last 5 battles or he lost them. All I'm saying is that I'm pretty sure the consensus in battle rap is that he has one of the best pens in the game, talent-wise.
That's a fact.
So it's a respect thing. So I have that much respect for Craig Lamar's talent to say, hey, they say this is one of the best pens of all time. Why don't you battle him? It's respect. That's respect.
I remember the first time we had you on. This was around New Year's. This was before because you made the card with the rivalries and all that, and every battle on that card basically had a title behind it. That was a good show that we did, by the way. When you set up battles, when you set up battles, like out of all the other league owners, it says like all the battles, in my opinion, come from a fan perspective. So now, thinking that the way that you think when you set up these battles, you have to pick one person. Like I think this person will win the battle. You don't have to admit it.
No. You're actually proving the point against yourself. If they're coming from a fan standpoint, then that means that there's no political matchups on it. So the whole card is coming from, ooh, this could be fine. No, wait, what about this? So why would I turn around and say, yo, this got so much weight? There are cards where I could definitely tell you I'm looking for this the most, but I'm just saying that Writers Volume 1 isn't one of them because I feel like it's such a mesh of people with similar talent. You see what I'm saying? So if you ask me, what was your most anticipated battle on Blood, Sweat, and Tears 5? I got an answer for that. If you ask me what's my most anticipated battle for the card that's coming after September 2nd, I got an answer for that, but I just can't say it publicly yet. You know what I'm saying? But for Writers Volume 1, because it's just a mesh of writers. You know what I'm saying? I don't, just because of the style of the card. I'm being dead honest. I'm being dead honest. And by the way, you mentioned the theme card. I want to let everybody know that Lift His Soul has changed into that. Every time you guys see Lift His Soul, it'll be the theme card like that. You know, I like the impact of it. You know, we had the bully battle, the bar battle, the disrespect battle, you know, and I even see a few cards after that did similar things, like start titling, and I've seen trailers, and I've seen people start to title their battles individually, and I was, once again, I'm proud of shit like that. Proud of shit like that. So when you see stuff like that, that means that there's traction behind it. And even if it's not the biggest thing in the world, if you have traction, then it's brick by brick. That means build it. So we'll build Lift His Soul in a theme series going forward.
That's going to be fire. And because AJ was late coming in, but as ARP said earlier, they set trends. So, you know,
we don't set all the trends. You know what I'm saying? Humbly speaking, but we damn sure set more than we follow. I'll tell you that.
And that's fact. That you ain't got to set all of them, but the ones that you have been brilliant. We have loved. It has come at a time where, like Jay was saying earlier, battle rap community needs this. So this right here, I mean, in the middle of the year, is insane. I can't wait because it's coming up next. And I was also going to say, AJ, I like what you tried to do there, but we all know ARP is never going to tell you who won a battle.
Right.